Sorry, I accidentally stopped recording. I hit the space
Oh,
bar.
oh, it's okay.
So this is like the god who everybody's supposed to be afraid of. Like you're taller than I thought you'd be. Like all this shit. And he's like, I'm sorry, who are you? And he's like, oh yeah, sorry, I forgot I was wearing this. It's our girl Diana.
Mhm.
And she's come to kill him.
Wah, wah.
So she ends up burning down the building. Doesn't kill
Damn.
Liam. Gets kidnapped. Like not kidnapped, but captured. Tortured to
Mhm.
get answers on who she works for. Ends up getting transported somewhere. But then Elias and um I already said his name. I can't remember it. Oh, sorry. Ella. Oh. Tobias. God damn it. Thank you. Fuck. Anyway, they come break her out of this fucking vehicle that's being transported. She's about to kill Logan. She has the power where she drinks somebody's blood. She gets memories,
Uh-huh.
which is really cool. Um, and she does it to Logan because she wants it, needs like information, right?
Mhm.
Thank you for that, sir.
I miss that shit so much.
Anyway, the memories she gets is all of his wife,
Mhm.
and this does something to her.
Oh.
And she's like, "Fuck." She ends up stabbing Alistair and killing him.
Ooh.
Tobias is like, "You traitorous bitch," and she's like, "Well, I fucked up.
Whoops.
Whoopsie poopsie." Oh my god! Drive on
Wow.
59.
Wow.
Swear to God. So she takes Logan back to
Uh-huh.
Liam and it's like, I have something of yours. And he's like, cool, but you're still gonna be a captor. Like, I'm still gonna, you're gonna be a prisoner. You killed a bunch of people. And she's like, no. I want a blood bond. She wants him to keep Gabby safe now because she
Oh,
knows she fucked over Caden. And she
gotcha.
said in return she'll help him find the book and kill Caden.
Okay.
So he's like, okay. Whatever.
Okay.
So fast forward, they are stuck together, only the two of them, looking for this fucking book. And Diana is going through all of her connections that she has
Mhm.
that have been like exiled from Caden, right? Because like they betrayed him and shit. Well, it turns out her friends are not friends, and shit goes
Oh well.
down. And their relationship goes from like hating each other, like not being able to like stand the sight of each other, to
Mhm.
her being worried about him sleeping, and he doesn't sleep anymore because he has really bad nightmares.
Mhm.
And then when he has nightmares, he can't control his powers and he destroys stuff.
Mm.
So she ends up like rubbing his back and stuff and asking questions, like kind of like what she used to do. Well, not what she used to do. What Gabby used to do to her when she first turned.
Mhm.
So it's like a comfort thing.
Oh.
So it's really sweet. But then Drew, so they go more people through more people, and like their relationship grows fonder until they find the book.
Mm.
Tobias shows up and he can control the dead. And
Mhm.
of course, where they are, it's a fucking coliseum.
Oh. Wow.
So
Lovely.
they're like fighting him to get the book, and he ends up grabbing Diana and like puts his claws in her chest to rip out her heart. And Diana's like, Liam, get the book and leave.
Mm-hmm.
So she ends up ripping her own heart out.
Damn.
But he gives Tobias the book. Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
So, yep. So, Caden's a dick and broadcasts live to everybody.
Oh, how rude.
Him, I'm not gonna tell you. No, I have to tell you because the second book, all this shit's gonna make sense when I'm talking about it. He ends up killing Gabby live on TV. And that was like Diana's last lifeline to
Oh
her
my god.
humanity.
Oh.
So she lost her shit.
Yeah, no shit.
And the second book is all about like her murdering everybody that was in the room with them. Literally.
Honestly, as you would.
She is like the shell of a person now. Like she is murdering everybody, not giving a fuck. She completely gave in to like her image inside. And
Mm-hmm.
like she's just this fucking ravenous monster.
Right.
And of course Liam's like looking for her, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
it broke my heart because she taught him pinky promises and she promised he wouldn't leave. And then the first goddamn line of the book is him counting down the days, minutes, and seconds that she's been gone. And he
Oh.
literally says, "You promised." And it just broke my fucking heart, okay?
Oh. No, it would break mine too. It will break mine.
Like, it was so sad. So, anyway, Diana's just fucking people up.
Uh-huh.
She teleports back to the Silver City and tells Liam, like, to stay the fuck out of her way. Or she's
Yeah.
gonna kill him.
Right.
And he's like, no.
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 Sorry.
I'm not giving up on you. I know you're hurt. I did this. I literally trapped myself away for 1,000 years. Like, I'm gonna help you. And she's like, the fuck you are. So it's literally just like a cat and mouse game. And then he. Fucking Christ. Not he. Okay. So.
Sorry. I was like thinking of that one guy from TikTok, Sensational. Do you know that guy?
No.
Oh my god. He's this guy and he's like he is like kind of body positive, but also like he just like highlights like big women most of the time. And also like supports like when they're getting bullied and stuff. And at the end he says sensational and like laughs. I'll have to send you one of his videos.
Yes,
Anyways,
please.
that's all I can think of when you're explaining everything. I'm like, yes, I need all of this.
So, like, Logan's wife got kidnapped with Gabby
Uh-huh.
because they were out getting drinks and fucking. She gets kidnapped anyway. So he's like looking for her, okay? So he
Mhm.
ends up going to this place and Diana's there. And she's like, oh my god, the fuck are you doing here? Stay the fuck out of my way. And he's like, Liam doesn't know I'm here. I'm looking for Nevaeh. Like,
Mhm.
she's like, oh, for fuck's sake. So they end up going into the realm where Caden is supposedly is, right?
Mhm.
So she gives Logan the stone and she's like, I was gonna send Nevaeh back to you. Use this. I'm not going. Like, this is like a suicide mission for her, right?
Yeah.
Logan, being the nice gentleman he is, saves Nevaeh, and then they fight by Diana's side. They're like
Oh.
refusing to go without her because Logan and Nevaeh were in charge of like watching Gabby,
Mhm.
and they became like friends of her and like cared about her. So Of course, with that, like, Gabby tells them stories about Diana and shit, right?
Right.
So they're like, no, we're fighting. We either die here together or we leave. So they end up leaving because Diana's like all out of power, right? She kills Tobias.
Mhm.
And she's a weak bitch right now. So they end up leaving and they decided to go back to the Silver City. And
Uh-huh.
as they're falling through this portal, Liam catches Diana, right? And it's just really cute because she's like, "You caught me," and then passes the fuck out because she's like, beat the fuck up. So this is the turning point, okay?
Uh-huh.
They end up going back to the remains of I can't even pronounce the goddamn fucking world. So they go back there because Caden's like searching for Diana,
Uh-huh.
right? And Liam's
Mhm.
like, we're gonna heal. You're gonna get over this. Like,
You're gonna get your shit
you're
together.
gonna get your shit together, yeah. So she eventually does. And she starts letting him
Atta
in.
girl.
Yeah. So she starts like letting him in and stuff and like telling him stories that like mean something to her. Yeah. She's like super
Vulnerability.
vulnerable to him right now.
That's like my cocaine.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really cute. Because like I said, it's like a turning point, right? Like she literally lost her world.
Mhm. Yeah.
Destroyed and maimed so many fucking people, and Liam won't give up on her.
Uh-huh.
And then Logan, okay, so there's Logan, Nevaeh, Cameron, Xavier, and Vincent. Oh, and Imogen. Everybody
Okay.
but Vincent. Fuck that man. Everybody but Vincent starts treating her like family, right? And
Uh-huh.
it's really cute because that's all she wanted. She wanted a family.
Mhm.
So it's like really fucking wholesome. And then she takes Liam out on a date, but he doesn't know it was a date at first. It was really cute.
Oh, that's adorable.
Um, and then she takes him to the house that she bought for Gabby and was like, "Well, nobody knows this is here, right? Like, I've been trying to get you away from all your meetings and shit, and you're like a hard person to get alone." So they end up having sex, right?
Mhm.
But the turning point in it is like she's being vulnerable and opening herself up to him, even though she
Mhm.
doesn't believe anybody should love her because she's a monster, right?
Mhm.
But like, he's like, you don't understand what this means. Like, if I take you, we're not friends. Like, you are going to be mine. I will protect you, like all the
Right.
cute shit. Anyway, yeah, so that happens.
Uh-huh.
Finally, my god, the sexual fucking tension. Um, and then shit goes down.
Of course.
So much fucking shit. So much goddamn betrayal. Fuck Vincent. Just fuck that man. So okay. I'm not gonna explain anything else.
Okay.
Except for this.
Okay.
Cameron and Xavier.
Mhm.
They're best friends. They're
Mhm.
they're constantly betting and joking and being crude with each other, right? But
Mhm.
Xavier has a boyfriend.
Mhm.
And there's always been this unspoken thing. And it
Mhm.
makes me so goddamn sad because I want them fucking together. They are just so cute.
No.
But then shit goes down, and Cameron ends up choosing Xavier over Liam.
Oh.
So, like, betrayal there too. It's just,
Damn.
my fucking god. Like I said, I didn't even touch on most of the betrayal because I want you to
You're
fucking
like,
read
there's
it.
just so much.
There's so fucking much.
Oh my god. It'll
It's
be a
just,
very betrayal-filled summer.
yeah, it's just, dude, I still, like, I know. When does the third one come out? I don't know. I
You
already
said
pre-ordered it.
I think you said the end of the month?
Oh yeah, the 28th
Yes,
of,
tomorrow.
no, next month.
Oh, next month? Oh, I was gonna say shit.
I think next month. Hold on, I pre-ordered.
You're like, wait a second.
What's it next month? Hold up, please.
Hold, please. Hold, please.
Because my God, this book, like I said, I didn't go in with high expectations, but oh boy.
Isn't that always how it goes?
Yes. So I also learned
Mm-hmm.
I really like the whole God and celestial thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see y'all. Yeah, May 28th.
Oh, okay.
I was like, God damn it. Okay.
Make sure you bring your Kindle.
Absolutely. Well, no, because I want to spend time with you. I don't want to just be reading the whole time. And knowing me, I probably would.
Well,
I'll
we have
bring
to decorate
I'll
them.
bring my Kindle, but I won't read the book.
Fine.
We have to decorate them, girl. My Kindle is almost fucking too much goddamn real estate.
Oh yeah, I did get her another sticker.
You did. Ix's tits.
Yeah.
So now I have a tarot card that says the reader, and it's a skeleton reading a book. I
Yes, yes.
have Ix's tits. Uh, please don't talk to me while I'm reading. Careful, princess, and a matchbook that says slow burn.
Nice.
Um, my replacement for There She is on its way.
Uh-huh.
That is also the one you got me is currently sticking on my computer,
Aw.
and it's like right here next to me. I didn't get rid of it. It's just repurposed.
Mm-hmm.
I also have a puppy cat coming that literally says betrayal. Because
Betrayal.
I apparently like betrayal. I don't know.
Apparently.
I don't know. But yeah, no, I really think you're gonna like this book.
Oh, I'm excited.
Real name is I can't even pronounce it.
Mm. I keep
Sanical? I don't know.
I keep singing that frickin' song.
What's up?
Take Me Back to Eden.
Dude, it's so good.
Oh my god, I
Let
just
me
keep singing it.
dude, if I hear
Yeah.
Slave Token in a goddamn video one more time,
One more time.
the summoning does something to me, okay? Also, can I ask why Book Talk is obsessed with guys on crotch rockets?
um, I can't explain it to you, no.
Because because I'm on Book Talk, I get those as well.
Uh-huh.
And it's like it's just a
It's
bunch
probably
of
the helmet.
it
The helmet.
probably is.
It's the helmeted thing. I guarantee it. That's it.
That's
No, I,
fair.
I'm 100% sure it's the helmet.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Um, yeah. I have stickers coming. They're just like not here.
Yeah, I don't she has two she's supposed to be getting.
Yeah. Sad face.
They'll come eventually. Like I said, I'm sure they're just
I know.
delayed.
Also, with the 50,000 TikToks I have sent you in the last freaking week, did you see the one of the tattoo?
I did.
Uh-huh.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah, you can be honest. I don't care.
I don't like the design of it.
That's fair. No, that's fair.
The stem is way too fucking long.
No, that's fair.
We can get the flower, just like
Not the stem. No, I get that.
Not that
Yeah,
one.
yeah. No, that's fair. No, no, I'd rather you be honest. Yeah, no, like be honest.
Because if I got it, Mike would not let me live it down. Like my cousin Jenny has a poppy on her
Mhm.
arm, and it has a really long fucking stem, and he's constantly makes fun of it.
Yeah, no, I trust your opinions and things. So, okay. Do you really want me to get into this wacky little project?
Absolutely, I do. Let's go.
Okay, okay. So I was talking last episode, I think it was, about the little snippets that I was writing for the reverse trope thing.
Yes.
And that just evolved into a demon all of its own. I couldn't get them out of my head. I really couldn't. Um, Banter in my head, talking to myself while working. um, it evolved. So I honestly, the problem right now I'm having is I'm really having trouble with the main character's name because I don't love Dawn. I really don't. But I felt like her original Serafina was like way too fantastical compared to all the rest of the characters' names.
Valid.
And I did find one. I sent it to you earlier.
Yeah, how do you
That
pronounce it?
means,
Oh,
huh?
how do you pronounce it?
It's look, give me a second. I have to like look at it to say because my brain is broken, guys. My brain's broken. No, it's just a little scramble. It's fine. Oriana.
That's
It's
really
like
pretty.
Ariana, but Oriana. And it means sunrise and dawn, which is like what kind of vibes I'm going for. Um, so we'll play with it, but I think it might end up being that just simply because I think Dawn was a little too much on the nose. Um, and plus it was my cousin's middle name, so like every time I think of it, I'm like, oh, that's Teresa's
Ew,
middle name.
fair enough.
Also, I was talking about okay, so I was talking about violets, right? Without any context
Yeah.
to mom. I was just like, oh, like one of the characters nickname Violet. Yeah. I was like was like I can't get a violet tattoo. Only because my Aunt Vi's full name was Violet, and I always said I would get a memorial tattoo eventually of a violet for her.
Fair.
And I was like, yeah, I mean, you could do it for both. Like, oh look, it's a multi-purpose, but I was like, not where I'm going.
No, it's completely different.
Not where I'm going. Um, okay, so that was a little side note, sorry. So but I've evolved it, guys. I've written like 3 scenes.
It's so good.
Thank you. I actually did get brave and sent a little tiny snippet to M.
What they say?
They said it was good. They said
Hell
it was good.
yes.
Yeah. Well, it was really nasty out here, and they don't do well with storms because they're from Florida originally.
Aw, so
So
you're
they're
really trying to comfort them?
yeah,
Distract them.
yeah, I was.
That's so
And
cute.
and I was like, "Hey, you want to read some of my craptastic writing?" And they're like, "That's an adjective to use." But yes, I would. And I sent them just a little snippet. And they were like, "Yeah, that's really good." And I was like, "Thanks." And they're like, "Tell me more." And I was like, "Okay." And I told them like a little bit. I didn't tell them everything. And I like sent the pictures that we made of them and like, yeah. So,
I love the
and
pictures you made.
I also told Dumpling a little bit about it.
See, at least you have friends that fucking support your goddamn hobbies. You know?
I mean, yeah. 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 Oh,
Seeing
excuse me.
as your family doesn't.
Yeah, well, Um, you know. So, okay, what do you want me to tell them? What do you think is the most exciting thing?
Probably when they meet up.
Okay, okay. Some book talk shit. pulling the most I can out of everything I've read and learned. Um, okay, so I'm gonna long story short it for you. So basically the main character, female main character, name to be announced. She's a healer for like a large like region of this universe, this world, if you will. Um, her mentor, that she's apprenticing under is dying and wants her son, who is Liam. That's yeah. I mean, Amy picked the name.
Sorry.
No, it's a good name. I've always liked the name Liam though, so it's okay. Um, her son basically went MIA like 4 years previous. He's been in contact, but it's been like over a year. Like it's been over a year since she's actually heard from him.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and she's like, "Well, I'm dying, and I'd like to see my son, before I croak." And she's like, "Go find Leander," which was Liam's like very best friend, like childhood best friend. Um, and I actually don't know if I told you this part, but Leander got a letter from him about 6 months ago.
Ooh, no, you didn't.
And it basically has like explicit instructions to not
How not to find me.
like don't come after me. Do not tell my mother you've heard from me. Like literally basically like this is kind of like my final goodbye kind of thing. Like burn this letter, destroy the evidence kind of thing. Um Leander did not do such a thing.
Of course not.
Um and Leander's like if I can find I'm pretty sure I can find him. Like I know this guy. He's a little bit predictable honestly. But I could be wrong. So let's go and try to find him. And Hazel is the main female main character's best friend. I have it where she's actually from a long line of hunters. So
Ooh.
she's actually like good at survival skills, which despite being a healer, female main character is not very good at actually surviving.
Valid.
And Leander is like an academic. So he's not exactly a huntsman himself. So Hazel is kind of like security, if you will. So the three of them are going to track down Liam for his mother. And I honestly like I had these ideas of like these little like I don't even know if you could do it very well, but like little snippets almost like you know how in anime they do little like vignettes of like they went into like a grocery store, have a small conversation, which leads them to another location.
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing. Like that's how their travels go. And then like break it like I want like a kind of sort of funny scene of like Leander finding the fact that Hazel can like literally like butcher an animal of like out literally flinching as like kind of terrifying to him. Um And of course, like female main character is used to this because that's her best friend. Like she's like, yeah, that's her family, my dude. Like I
Nice.
literally used to go to their place. Like there's pelts hanging all over the place. Like get used to it. That's the only way we're gonna eat. Um and so they reach this city, and I have this idea that the city was all built around this place of worship. So the
Yeah.
place of worship is in the middle, and like all of the streets and everything are like maze like, but they all lead directly to this place of worship. So it's kind of like a labyrinth.
Okay, okay.
But there's like it could be that there's only one way in and out. Could make it very claustrophobic
No,
if
I like
say
that.
s- so like okay, yeah, like one end is the way you enter and the other you end up like let's say if we're going to be stereotypical, it's into like a forest. So you like you go through like a valley, you enter the city, and the only way out is through like a dense forest.
Got you. Yeah, no, I like that.
So so they're like wandering through this town, and they're hearing shouting. And mind you, it's oddly quiet. It's like midday. We're gonna go with like midday, but the town is empty. Nobody's around. And female main character, FMC, if you will, um, is like, um, we should probably like see what that is. And Hazel's like, this is why I'm with you, because you're gonna get yourself killed. And Leander's like, are you sure we should be running towards the screaming?
Yes.
And of course, she says yes. So
Absolutely.
they're going and they're not getting lost, but they're definitely having a hard time getting to the center of the city. And the closer they get, they finally see this like place of worship. I'm not calling it a church. We'll probably call them temples. Who the frick knows? We'll get there. We have a lot of world building to do,
Yes,
guys.
we do.
We have deities to name. We have cities to it's going to be a lot. Anyways, so they get and it's in view. It's like I'm going to say it's like down like in a crater. Does that make
Oh, yeah,
sense to
no, no,
you?
no. Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah.
So like they start off at like ground level, but as they travel, it's like
It's like
gradually
progressing.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I all this is coming up to my head right now, by the way. Like I'm making this up right now as I go, but it's getting there. So they see somebody dragging a man into this temple screaming. Just absolutely blood-curdling screaming. Um and of course FMC is like, hey Leander, that your friend? And he's like, that's like hundreds of miles away. I'm assuming though that it is. I also have Leander having glasses. I know that in fantasy that's kind of controversial,
No, it works.
but he's an academic. He
It
has
works.
glasses. He has glasses. He's adorable in my head. He has freckles.
That's cute.
Anyways, I also had a scene where after the tavern dancing scene, like that
Yes.
night when they all turn in, Hazel is like talking to FMC and is like, "Did you know that Leander has freckles?" And FMC is like, "No, I've never actually been that close to him, but I'm glad you know." Um, but yeah, that's another little thing I had. Um, so they get like they're running at this point. They're like, "Okay, well, this might be the home stretch. We can do this." Sure, it's a little dodgy. There could be possible torture going on, but we're going to get this done. And so they run into the place of worship, right? And who we don't, well, we know it's Liam because we're writing it, but it's Liam. He has this man by the throat. And he is like demanding answers. But of course, because they have to make an entrance, FMC and the little gang behind her make a lot of noise. And all that Liam does is simply turn towards the door and say, "How the hell did you find me?" And then kills the guy.
Love it. I love it so much.
Um, and a little context here, just a tiny bit. So Liam does know FMC, but not like how you would know like a childhood neighbor kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he also knows of her from his mother's letters throughout the years when they used to correspond regularly. Um, so he knows who she is. He obviously knows who Leander is. He doesn't know who Hazel is though.
Who the fuck is this bitch?
Who's the bitch with the crossbow? um, so um from that point, it really doesn't have like too much of a direction yet. I'm gonna be real honest. I have scenes. I have things I know are going to happen. Um, do I have like order exactly? Absolutely not.
No, that's so good what
Um,
you have so far, though.
I'm trying. I don't know. I feel like I could do this.
You absolutely fucking can. And you're going to. You're not giving up.
Well, you're doing it with me, so
Yes.
Um, so I do have a tavern scene I'm working on. Um, which I guess I could kind of get into it because like if anyone wants to steal my ideas, I guess go on. I don't give a shit. Okay. Um, so I kind of okay, my obsession with like not only Inuyasha but Fatal Frame is coming into like focus here.
Yes.
So in Fatal Frame, a whole ass trope within the series is that all of the people who are like the big baddies were actually just women who were like literally forced to do like horrendous like rituals to
Mhm.
appease gods or evil. Um so I have this thought that um FMC as part of her training to be a healer is taught to like limit her not only her physical connections with others but also like her interpersonal relationships with people. And like Hazel is like basically the only discretion she allows herself.
Okay,
Like
okay.
she has her mentor. She has Hazel, but that's all she has. Like she doesn't allow herself connections. It kind of deepens the whole like, like you're going to be a conduit kind of thing, like you
Yeah.
don't need humanly things. Um which if you don't like, just say
No,
so.
no, I
But
absolutely love it. I
because
love a reserved girl.
I have this thing where like whenever she has physical contact, she flinches. And it's because she doesn't have physical contact with people except when she's healing them, when they
Mhm.
expect something out of her basically. Um and like her and Hazel have like they hold pinkies, they link pinkies,
It's so
and
cute.
it's literally like her equivalent of like a hug. That's like the most she gets without being like uncomfortable. It's the most she allows herself. Oh my god. Oh, I don't want to spoil it. Oh my god. Okay, no, I had an angsty scene.
Tell me.
Okay, no, this is like later okay, so I have to tell you the big reveal plot twist that dumpling scared into my brain.
Okay, yes, yes.
Okay, so I came to the realization that the reason that Liam's mother is dying is because um healers basically are the conduits to like this health, wellness, whatever goddess you want to call it. Um they're a conduit for her power. But the problem is to become that conduit, you have a price to pay, and that is your lifespan. So every time you heal, you lose a snippet, and the larger or longer that you heal, the larger that snippet is.
Yes.
It's kind of like the Death Note logic, sort of.
Yeah, but I really like it.
Which, funny enough, I've never actually read or watched Death
Oh.
Note.
Oh,
I know. It's like sacrilegious. I know. I
definitely
need to.
so good.
I know. Um, so, she basically kind of spills the beans to Liam, like, hey, I do know why your mom is dying. Um, surprise! It's because things aren't doing great back home. And I do think we kind of have to add like I don't know if like full on war is like what we want to do. But like there needs to be a conflict.
Yeah, we can come up with something.
Um, but basically like his mother is having to heal more, which is causing her lifespan to shorten to the point where like she knows she doesn't have much longer. And the reason she knows this is because her healing is getting weaker, FMC's is getting stronger.
Yes.
Um, and I had, uh, God, why do I love angst? Someone said that their therapist said they like angst because, um, in real life, it is so much more common that terrible things will happen versus like with fluff or like a happy ever after. Like, happy ever afters don't really happen that often in real life.
No, they don't.
Versus like we all know like something good going bad or waiting for the other shoe to drop. So for people who have had to live with like constant insecurities and like uncertainties, cough cough, um they favor angst because it's a comfort to know that like other people are struggling alongside them. So, hello angst. Hi, my name is Autumn. Let's go. Okay. Um, so she like spills the beans. I don't know when this is gonna happen, but it's gonna happen. It could be in that scene where she's injured, but I'm not sure.
Ooh, that would be
Um,
good because she thinks she's dying.
yes. Yes. Which actually like adds even more angst to this whole like your story doesn't end here kind of thing. It's a nice little angst. Um a little more angst. I had this scene where he like gets angry and it's like basically like you are too full of life to give it up so soon. And she's like, "Well, I don't know what to do. Like I don't know what choice to make." And like her whole life has been like be selfless, be caring, be gentle, like, you know, your life is for others kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he's like literally like at the point of like begging her, just be selfish. What do you want? And like she can't answer him because she doesn't know because no one's ever given her the decision of saying,
What do you
what do you
want?
want?
Yeah.
And I mean, it could get real angsty. It could be even angstier than that, but I literally just had it where she kind of breaks down and like she's like I don't want this, but I don't know what to do. Because like the minute your mom dies, not to be like, she's like not to be
Your mom's
insensitive,
dying.
but when she dies, it's going to transfer to me and I don't think there's a way I can stop that. Um and obviously because this is a fantasy novel, he's like we'll find a way. um
There's always a way.
there's always a way. But no, and then like damn it, like it's there's just angst because she finally like I had that little did you read I'm sure you read it. You read everything.
I do read
even if you
everything.
even if you don't respond, I know you read things. Um let's see. What is it? Give me a second. Oh, I also sent the clip, the snippet I sent to M was the it was literally like the "Don't tell me you're scared. I'm just a thorn in your side." Remember?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay.
To like the end where he's like, "I have the technical skill for a healer, but not the magical." That whole like
Yeah,
two paragraphs.
I loved it.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, "That's the strongest. I think right there. We're gonna go right
Fucking
there."
chef's kiss, dude.
Um, let's see. Let me. Oh, I wanted to be selfish. I wanted him all to myself, but it wasn't really selfish when he handed himself over to me without a single question asked.
I love it. Stop. Dude, it's so good.
um, so yeah, like I just like the idea of someone who's selfless becoming selfish, but for all the right reasons.
Oh, you're gonna love Book of Ezreal then.
Right? No, I'm like, wait, sounds familiar, doesn't it? But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of excited. I think I can do this.
I'm so glad you're reading and writing again.
I know. I feel like 15-year-old me,
You
just a
got
lot achier
with debt.
with debt, yes, and a job. Ugh, a
Yeah,
job I hate.
we don't talk about
Ugh.
that.
But yeah. So I'm writing the tavern scene right now and it's really cute. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I like it.
I like it.
And I don't know. I like the cuz it's also kind of sort of like maybe not inspired, but I realized after I said it that it sounded a lot like Colette from Tales of Symphonia.
Yeah.
So, have you played that?
Um, no, but I watched somebody play it.
Okay, because I was gonna say the whole thing is that as she becomes an angel, she loses her humanity. She loses like her sense of taste and temperature and her voice and XYZ as she progresses to become an angel. Um, she gets wings, but losing everything else kind of
Just
sours that
sucks.
bet. Like, I love wings as much as the next person. I really love wings, but losing everything else for wings just don't seem that fun.
No.
Just doesn't seem that fun. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I get embarrassed talking about my own
Don't
shit.
get embarrassed.
I do.
This is a safe space.
It's a safe space.
It
I know it
is.
is. I know. Yeah. I feel cringe talking about my own stuff.
Well, you shouldn't.
But yeah. Also, he smells like leather and peppermint. I forgot to
I
mention
know,
that.
I loved that so much. I'm like, oh my god.
I was like, okay, Miss Medicine Girl, what would she smell like though? I was like, does she smell like eucalyptus? Or like or lavender? Like what medicine? What old-timey fancy
Hmm.
medicine does she smell like?
Sage
I
and
love sage.
hmm. I'm trying to think of like apothecary shit.
You're like apothecary, apothecary.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely sage.
yeah, I love the smell of sage actually.
And they do use a lot of lavender too.
They do.
What's another fucking plant they use though?
What's another fucking
Because
plant?
that's
Oh,
so like typical,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
You know what? Let's look up apothecary herbs.
Yeah.
Let's see. Apothecary herbs. Ibs. That was awful. That I did not spell anything right there. Okay, let's see. I should just ask my cousin, but she's not here. Excuse me. Show me. Let's see. We have chamomile. We have holy basil. We have skullcap. We have valerian. We have um cinnamon. We have fenugreek. We have
Oh,
um
sage and cinnamon would smell really good together.
yeah, you
They're
know what? That's
both
a good one.
like
Yeah,
spicy.
they're spicy. Sage and cinnamon. Okay. Okay, I'm down. Okay. Yeah. Um yeah, I don't know. I feel it's gonna be a lot of work, and I guess that's what's scary.
Well, yeah, but don't let yourself get discouraged. It's not like you're like writing this to fucking publish it, even though I think you
No,
should.
this is just for fun. This is just for fun. You never know,
For
but this is just
funsies.
for fun. For funsies. Um, I was like, you're helping me, bitch. You're not getting
No,
out of this.
I'm absolutely helping you.
I know. I know.
Of course, I'm going to play the role of Liam.
Yes. Um, yeah. I mean, other than the lake scene, I was trying to think of another scene you could practice with if you wanted. Um,
I mean, I could do like his perspective of the temple scene.
you could. Yeah.
Like, are we
Yeah.
gonna go? Are we doing the whole like back and forth thing?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, I can write his perspective of it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Um,
I also got to come up with the pact thing, why he did it.
yeah. Yeah.
Because, like, who the fuck sells their soul, you know?
True. Especially since he didn't know
Yeah, that
about
his mom.
yes. Because obviously if he had known that, that would make sense. Like, hey, like let's get my mom out of this deal. Like this life chosen bullshit. But not knowing that, what would make him
Mm. What if there was some kind of prophecy
okay.
that he read in a forbidden, like, tome, right?
Uh-huh.
That predicts, like, the world ending. Like,
Okay.
there's some kind of big bad coming.
Yeah.
And what if I'm taking inspiration from Baldur's Gate here?
Let's go.
What if after he's done reading it, some demon comes up behind him and
Mm,
offers him a fucking deal he can't refuse. To kind of
I don't
become like the savior of the world, but also like
okay. Yeah, no, I like that. I like that.
the savior of the world, but also not. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah. I get that. No, I like that. I
okay, now
like
I have
that.
to come up with some fucking prophecy. I got this though.
You're like, I got
I
this.
got this.
Um, but no, like I even had, and I think that was what I was working on when Dumpling was like eavesdropping creepily on me. Um, was she was like explaining that when she was 5, she got a letter addressed to her, which, I don't know, I feel like even in fantasy lands, getting mail when you're that young is exciting. Um,
Yeah.
shit, I still get excited when I get mail, and I'm almost 32.
It,
Um, um, she got a letter from Liam's mother, basically saying, um, like, I want to have a meeting with you and your parents. Um, and like she goes to this city because she's like from a little village on the coast. That's all I know. And this place, also, I didn't mention this part, where she's from, magic isn't really utilized.
yes.
There's pockets. I think in this world, we're going to have like pockets that are like less magic friendly, basically. Like people don't utilize it. Like people might have abilities, but they don't use them. Um, whether it be because of whatever deity they follow or whatever. But she decides to, take the letter to her parents and is like, hey, like this lady from, big ass city across the freaking sea, um, wants to meet with us. And so they take her, and basically Liam's mom is like, hey, so got a message from like my deity. Um, your daughter's the next chosen. um,
Sorry.
Sorry. Um, I still don't know what happens to her parents. Did they stay on that island? Did they die? I don't know. Um, I kind of feel like if I wanted to go super angst, like they died and she couldn't save them, kind of thing. But I don't really know how much trauma I really want this child to go through. Um, she's got enough. She's
Trauma.
got enough. She's got enough. But like, so when she's 5, the prophecy, if you will, or the deity chooses her as the next healer. And so they end up moving to the city, and she starts to apprentice under her, like literally like from a child.
Yes.
And so she has like casual interactions with like Liam and Leander when she's a child, just in passing. So like it's like, once again, it's like old classmate or an old neighbor. Like, you know them, but you definitely don't know them.
Yes.
Like, if
Yeah,
you see
like
their face in a crowd, you're like, "Hey,
I recognize
how's it
them.
going?" Yeah, like, "How's it going?" if you're, like, super friendly. Um, so, like, she has interactions with them, but it's, like, super, like, sparse. And like I said, I don't know how much of an age gap I want, like, Liam and Oleander to be different. I keep saying Oleander because that's where it comes from. The name Leander is a differential of Oleander. So I keep calling him Oleander. It's just Leander. Anyways, like they are slightly older. I just don't know how much older than like Hazel and FMC. Um I mean, I feel like 4 or 5 years is good enough that, like, by the time she's, like, becoming a teenager, Liam's already off doing gallivanting freaking adventures all over the place.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I was thinking. I think 5 years is
yeah,
good.
yeah. And there's a little snippet in the snippet one of the snippets that basically his mom is like, he has this restlessness in him that, like, always takes him away from me. And I was like, I don't think I want that to, like, legitimately be, like, some kind of mystical, like, like, he just literally is like a wanderlust. He can't stay in one place. Like, I don't want that to be part of his prophecy if he's, like, a part of a prophecy or
Oh yeah,
anything.
no,
It's just
no, no, I won't.
like, I was like, some people are just not meant to stay in one place.
No, yeah, I absolutely
And
wouldn't
I
write it like that. But yeah,
I feel like that's him.
he's just antsy.
Um, he's antsy. Yeah, he's restless as shit. He's got ants in his pants. Can't stay still. And I love the idea of Leander, like, literally being the exact opposite, but that's, like, his landline basically to home. Like, Leander knows that, like, if Liam needs to get a hold of somebody, he'll know exactly where he is. Like, he knows that that's the one point of contact that will always be consistent. I don't know, I like that.
Yeah, no, I absolutely love it.
And, yeah, I don't know, I'm excited to see what we can do.
Me too.
I'm still gonna write this tavern scene though because it's been on my mind all day.
I'll start
Um,
coming up with the whole prophecy thing.
okay. Yeah. I'm excited. Also, I bet you anything you can guess who I semi-base Leander off of.
Trying to think of glasses characters. There's so many.
There is lots of glasses characters.
Uh,
Okay, how about I take away the glasses?
okay.
Take away the glasses. Academic. What books have we just finished? Or did I just finish? What series before this last one? Okay, I'm just gonna tell it's Fallon from Six Scorched Roses.
Okay, yes, yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
who
okay.
I was picturing when I was like, I need like an academic character. I need like a fantasy, and I was like, who is like an example of that? And I was like, Fallon.
Look at Fallon, poor guy.
Ugh, poor man. Ugh, poor guy.
Why are people driving at 1 in the morning?
I don't know, because it's spring.
Stupids.
Stupids. Okay. I can tell you're getting tired.
I am so sorry. I keep yawning.
You're okay. No, you're okay.
I don't find your book boring. I'm just tired.
I know you are. No, you're tired. I get it. Um, so yeah. I'm gonna continue writing and see what becomes of it.
Good. Yes, I'm gonna help.
I know.
I have to come up
Um,
with. So I'm gonna be the world builder for her
yeah.
because it intimidates her.
It does. It terrifies me, frankly. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
And the book I'm reading is exciting. Like, you know, life might be shit, but at least I have good entertainment.
True.
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 Um, yeah, next this upcoming Jesus Christ, I can't believe how soon it is. It's almost May, guys.
Birthday month.
Birthday month.
Birthday
Um,
month.
birthday month. Um, let's see. What was we're gonna look at what was supposed to be, but we'll probably not be following.
Hey, it's your
Uh-huh.
birthday. You can do what you want.
So first week is supposed to be best friend quizzes. Um, which frankly, I would just love to just ask weird questions. I don't care.
Absolutely.
It doesn't even have to be quizzes. You could literally, I could throw weird questions at you. You can throw weird questions at me. I don't care. Second week is podcast episode. Guess what, guys? That's getting changed because I haven't listened to a podcast other than re-listening to Welcome to Night Vale in months.
He's been
Um,
preoccupied.
I'm preoccupied, very preoccupied. Um, honestly, we'll figure that out. We have a little bit of time. Um, yeah. Then 3 was streaming. I want to say it was supposed to be Baldur's Gate,
Oh yeah.
which I still have to play, guys. Like
Wait,
I've
hold
not.
on.
What?
I have a PS5 now.
Oh my
I
god, we could
can
co-play.
partake.
Oh my god. We'll have to figure out the tech of it all, but
I know how
we can
to.
figure it out.
Well, I can do it. You okay? So
Okay.
here's what we're gonna do. I will create a lobby. You will join my
Okay.
lobby. Before you actually like we press play, right? You're gonna be
Uh-huh.
streaming on your Twitch channel.
Okay.
I will run into my office and start recording it. And then
Okay.
I'll run back out. And then it'll be like,
Okay.
it'll be recording
Okay.
and we can make our characters and all that fun stuff.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, cool.
Because you'll be
Um,
able to hear me through party chat.
okay. All
I
right.
don't know how good it's going to be because I don't have a headset, but
Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Okay, and then fourth is Behind the Archives birthday expectation. Which let me see, but I'm pretty sure
is that on the weekend?
um it's it's the 25th actually. The fourth week of May is the 25th. So it's actually the weekend before.
Okay.
Because um the episode for my birthday weekend is actually Behind the Archives birthday reality.
Oh, yes, yes.
Um, so
Which is going
yeah.
to be fun because we're going to record IRL.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Also, mom was actually thinking if you wanted to have dinner, the family and Dumpling. That way you could meet Dumpling and you wouldn't have to just do it like at work.
Sure. I'm fine with that.
Um, we'll figure it all out because everything's still kind of
In the air.
yeah, yeah.
whatever
Everything's up.
makes whatever makes everything like easier and more comfortable
I
for
know.
everybody.
As I didn't want to say to Dumpling, I was like, I don't really want to share. So like that's kind of part of the problem. Like I'm kind of like I don't get enough time, so I just kind of want to be not Sherry.
um, on my way up, well, actually, before I
Mhm.
come up, I'm going to buy you hair dye.
Okay.
You want to go a dark brown, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, let's do that.
So I'll have it prepared.
Okay. I also started a new shampoo and I know it's a drugstore, so it's not gonna really do anything. But I tried it. I'm trying another shampoo, so
What brand?
Aussie.
Oh, girl.
I'm just looking for something that doesn't leave my hair disgusting.
I mean,
The
Ozzy's
only
okay. It's just it doesn't work for like fine thin hair like mine.
Yeah. It's just like I feel like the only thing that's working currently is 2-in-1, but I know that's partly because I've been using 2-in-1 for like over a year and it's like built up. I understand that.
Yeah.
It's just for like it feels nice and it smells good.
It does smell good. Ozzy does smell really
So we'll see. I'm trying to take care of my hair at least. Like taking care of myself is a whole different story. I'm trying.
good.
I'm trying. Alrighty guys. I don't want to keep Amy up any longer than I have to. She
I'm
needs a
sorry.
sweet. No, it's okay. Um, as always, guys, I am Firefly, aka Autumn,
I am Moxie, aka Amy.
and this has been the Nerdy Archives. Be safe out there, guys. It's a crazy ass world.
Read some books.
Read more books.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, bye.
Bye.